What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Ripple to Bitcoin. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, as well as leave a giant thumbs up. Otherwise, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about why the market is pulling back, especially Litecoin, why Litecoin broke in my opinion, a really important support. But I do think we are headed to levels that are still going to be pretty high in the upcoming weeks and or months. But otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. I do have an article I want to share with you guys, but before that, I want to refresh the coinmarketcap.com website just so we can get a better understanding of what exactly is going on. Clearly, as we all have talked about in the past, and hopefully you guys have been watching the episodes, we have been seeing massive resistance at a market cap of $300 billion. Seems to be a very important area that we cannot seem to break. Now, Bitcoin dominance is 47.5, so Bitcoin is being affected too. We saw it currently at 49%. So it is taking a small dip in the market. Volume being quite low, though, for seeing such blood across the board. So I did pull up the top 10 cryptos. We have Bitcoin, which is down, taking the biggest hit for the most part, 7%. It did break a $7,000 support, and it is currently at 69.38. Ethereum at 402. Hopefully it can maintain that $400 support area. At least it's a mental support. Down only 3.8%. And then Litecoin taking another pretty big hit, down around 6% at $72. IOTA seems to be the biggest one out of all the top 10, taking the most amount of downwards pressure, down 12.2% at 85 cents. So definitely an interesting thing. Now, before I get into some TA, this article by hack.com gave a very good summary pretty much as to why or where we're seeing Litecoin fall or move down to. So it really quick says that Litecoin and Bitcoin has been in a downtrend since February 28th of 2018. So quite a decent amount of time, if you ask me. When it breached support of 0.02 support, that triggered the double top pattern on the daily chart. From that point, the pair has been generating a series of lower highs and higher lows within a descending channel. 4 months into the downtrend, it appears that there have been profitable trade opportunities. So just to move down, it says, I just wanted to show you guys this. It shows a critical support level right here. I'm just going to zoom in, so hopefully you guys can get a better look at that. So 0.01 seems to be the critical support level. You can see there's a bullish divergence on the RSI, and then on the MACD, there is another bullish divergence and bullish cross. So for those of you who ask why I don't use the MACD, well, we can use this one for today. But it says summary, buy as close to 0.01 as possible. Target range is 0.0155 and stop at 0.0097. So definitely another person's interpretation of what exactly is going on. So shout out to Kirill Nikolev for his nice article that he made on the Litecoin summary. Now, to get into some technical analysis, the main reason we're seeing the pullback is obviously due to Bitcoin. You can see we do have a slight issue area here. You can see strong resistance at $8,300, broke an ascending triangle right here, and we seem to be getting hit quite a decent amount. Clearly broke a critical area of the high-low middle moving average right here, which was going to be used as support. We are heading back down into a oversold area, so there's definitely potential for the coin to still continue to go down. If we do, it might go down to this level at 61.90. Hopefully it doesn't, but we will see. Before then, it'll hit the top here, which you can see is a major support level. So we probably will continue to fall down to around 67.45 on Bitcoin's price level. But otherwise, I do think it's okay. The pullback was necessary. We made a jump all the way from $5,700 to $84 in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So with that being said, it kind of makes sense that we saw a slight pullback. We did enter that overbought territory, so coming back down isn't the worst thing for Bitcoin. Let's just check out Litecoin. So interesting to look at Litecoin. You guys can see the yellow line was broken. but that may be a temporary break. Now, again, like I said, this may not be the end of this downtrend. This could be stretched a little bit farther. We're going to have to look at this in the next few days and see what exactly is happening. But, you know, by tomorrow, we could move right back up into that support. You can see we are almost about to enter that overbought territory very, very, very soon. We're currently trading at around 34, so that gives us plenty of room to move up. And if we do decide to pull up, we will go back up to that high-low MMA. And there most likely will be some resistance at around $100 for the Litecoin. And I do think that'll be a nice wake-up call for those people who are anti-crypto. When they see Litecoin decide to take off and move to $100, it'll definitely be a nice wake-up call for the market. Now, when I just zoom out to the weekly scale, the one thing that I wanted to point out for you guys really quick is if you notice in the past, this is the weekly candle, and we do have, I believe, a day or two more to this candle. Now, the thing that I want to mention about this is the fact that you can see that this candle, and this candle have all broken the yellow downtrend right here, or sorry, the yellow support level. Now, that's kind of where I want to take this thing. Just because we broke down for the time being right now doesn't mean it won't retrace back up and stay above that. It is very possible, and it most likely will. We are quite low on the weekly at 38, so there's definitely plenty of room for the coin to go right back up. You can see the high-low middle moving average is finally coming in on the weekly chart, so that is looking very nice. You can see where it's testing support right there, and I do think it's going to bounce up off here and retrace back to 76 if I had to give my own personal opinion on Litecoin. So I do think there's plenty of room for Litecoin to move up, and I do think it will move up very soon. Let's check out Litecoin on the 4-hour. You can clearly see we are in an overbought territory. You can see we are trading at around 26 on the relative strength index. So with that being said, we should pull right back up, and you can see here last time we were in that oversold territory, we pulled right back up, and before we pulled right back up. So given that in mind, we should be able to do something similar and get right back in above that high-low middle moving average quite quickly. I do think in the next day or two we should see the price recover back to 76 and continue its descending triangle, and then we're gonna have to see where we're gonna go after that. It's hard to really guess where the market is going to be heading short term. In the long term, I do think Litecoin is going to go up pretty high, being that the weekly is causing a massive descending triangle, and I'm not sure if I showed you in this video because we were quite close in, but if we just check out the way this looks on the long-term scale, you can see how this is a beautiful high-low middle moving, a beautiful descending triangle forming right now. So I do think with the potential of another candle forming, we could break out quite high and go right to $100 very, very, very quickly, in my personal opinion. So I think it's a waiting game right now, guys. Nothing to be quite worried about right now. It's a small pullback, and I do think with a few more days of consolidation, we should continue to go up. Let's just check out Ethereum as our last blue chip crypto that we review, and then we'll look at Ripple because I know a few of you guys are hodling that. So Ethereum seems to be taking, it doesn't seem to be taking a big hit at the moment. I am on the daily right now, and you can see we're pretty much not really falling that extreme. You can see we're the closest to being oversold on the, the closest to being oversold. I get those terms confused sometimes when you say them 100 times, but we're closest to being oversold on the daily of the top 3 blue chip cryptocurrencies. So I do think, give or take a few days, we should be able to recover and pull back up, clearly facing some resistance at 450, but then retest around 500 to 520. So I do think that's where we're headed, and we may see another day of bearish momentum, but I do think very soon we're going to break right back up and head right to that high-low middle moving average. Lastly, let's check out Ripple. So I know a lot of people have been holding on to Ripple, and that's why I think we should take another look at what exactly is happening with this coin. So interesting enough, this of some sort was a downtrend. I just want to draw this on here. Very interesting to see this downtrend break bearish. I guess it could have been bad timing, but I'm trying to find a nice line to really show you guys what this looks like. Let's see. So something like this in the short term, you can see how we hit the bottom support level right here, which was a critical support level, and you can see we're riding on being oversold. I mean, sorry, riding on being oversold. You can see we shot up ever so slightly, which was expected, and then due to the market getting a big hit and Bitcoin falling, that inevitably sparked Litecoin, Ripple to fall just as much. You can see it did fall to another support level, so that is a good thing. We are pretty much on the bottom right now, right here. You can see where that resistance level is, and then support here. And you can see right now we actually are climbing back up, so it doesn't look too bad. Checking out Ripple here. Ripple's only down 3.2%, so that's very interesting to see that we are inevitably going back up to the Bitcoin, not to the US dollar. So the crypto coin market cap is down US dollar, but on Bitcoin it's doing better. So I guess because Bitcoin is getting a bigger hit, the the Ripple isn't, so it's worth more at the current moment. So it is climbing back up. I do think it's going to retest this critical resistance level and then hopefully break above. And then I guess it's going to have some resistance at this high-low middle moving average too. So we are headed back up for Ripple. Ripple has been beaten up quite literally, and I do think it is due to climb back up pretty soon. But that is going to sum up the episode for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, share the page if you like it, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.